The undefeated Irish, you could say they're on a hot streak for the first time since 1900. Notre Dame, check out the fans there, getting all hyped up. For the first time since 1900, they opened the season with 4 straight 40-point games. Their closest matchup, a 21-point road win over NC State. And they are out there today.
Let's go. Let's get fired up.
Ohio State Athletic Director Gene Smith is one of the most successful and influential 80s in college football.
Yeah, that's right. But long before he was winning national championships with the Buckeyes, he was winning them at Notre Dame, both as a player and as an assistant coach.
USC was on the list, Michigan. Bo Schembechler was at Michigan. Woody Hayes was at Ohio State. Iconic coaches at the time. I fell in love with Notre Dame. Fell in love with Ara Parseghian.
Gene and his best friend, Ross Browner, both defensive ends from Ohio, had their pick of the top football programs in the country. They decided to go to college together, and ultimately, Ara Parseghian won them both over.
And I remember sitting at Ara's office. I can see it now, sitting across his desk, and I was just so impressed with his style and how he communicated, and that resonated with me.
Ross became one of the greatest players to ever wear an Irish uniform, a Hall of Famer and an All-American.
Ross was special. Ross was at that level. He walked in that way. And so it was just a whole different ball game. And so I knew what I had to do in order to progress in my opportunities.
Together, they won a national championship their freshman year in 1973. Gene played more of a backup role on the field, but made his mark in the film room.
I was a locker room guy. I think that's why ultimately Dan Devine asked me to stay on and be a graduate assistant.
In Gene's first year on staff, Notre Dame won the 1977 national championship.
I was coaching my teammates. You know, it was really strange for me a little bit.
After 4 years as an assistant coach, he entered the business world, working for IBM at the dawn of the computer age.
But Ara Parseghian's office his building was not right next to ours in downtown South Bend.
Gene told his former coach, while he was successful, the job wasn't fulfilling. Soon after, he received a phone call from his former defensive coordinator, Paul Schultz, the athletic director at Eastern Michigan, and Gene's life changed forever.
Paul called me out of the blue, so he wanted someone with business background, someone that knew football, and he was committed to diversity. So I went and spent time with him, and convinced me to leave IBM and all that commission and go work for him for a little less, and I'm glad I did. He taught me the business.
What a path. And I bet, Ara had to have had a hand in that. Really,
I think he did. I think he did. I think Father Joyce did. I think Father Hesburgh did. I think all those guys had a little hand in it along the way.
Now, 46 years after graduating from Notre Dame, Gene is responsible for the Irish and Buckeyes going head-to-head for a home-and-home series. I know you are rooting for Ohio State. Does it have an emotional pull for you, though, because of the connections to Notre Dame, because of Marcus? No.
No, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, Allison? You know who signs my paycheck? No, it doesn't. I always cheer for Notre Dame. I really do, except when we play them, and I don't care whatever sport it is, soccer, volleyball, whatever it is. But I will cheer them. I love them, but at the end of the day, I'm a Buckeye.
He said, "What's wrong with you, Allison? You know who signs my paychecks." I love that. Smith is on the farewell tour. He announced his retirement after nearly 2 decades with the Buckeyes and will step down at the end of this school year.
It's always a business decision, isn't it?
Yep.
In addition to his 2 national championships here at Notre Dame, the Buckeyes have won 32 team and 117 individual national titles during Smith's tenure at Ohio State.
That's incredible. And Gene told me he's avoiding some of the hoopla today. He's actually driving in later this afternoon, and he's going straight to the team hotel.
So I wonder who he's going to cheer for when he officially retires. That's still up for debate. The connections between these 2 teams, though, runs deep. Aside from Gene Smith, check out the screen here. Head coach Marcus Freeman, Notre Dame defensive line coach Al Washington, linebackers both at Ohio State, defensive end Javante Jean-Baptiste, transferred to Notre Dame this spring after playing in 45 games for Ohio State.
Yes, and on the flip side of that, cornerback Lorenzo Styles played wide receiver for Notre Dame before transferring to Ohio State. His brother Sonny is a starting safety for the Buckeyes. Their dad, Lorenzo Sr., was an Ohio State linebacker, Buckeyes captain as well. And Tommy Eichenberg's brother Liam was a starting tackle for Notre Dame, and Ohio State's All-American James Laurinaitis is a graduate assistant at Ohio State after working at Notre Dame last year.
And finally, the legendary coach, Lou Holtz, was an assistant at Ohio State in 1968.
I always forget that. He actually was on staff when they won a national championship there. He told me that yesterday while we were talking in our one-on-one interview.
You always unpeel the layers with Lou as you get to talk to him more.